Welcome to the January 5th, 2023, getting used to that still, meeting of the Riverfront Design Committee. My name is John Postic, and I will be the acting chair for today's meeting. When called on, applicants and speakers will come to the front podium to speak. Only one person at a time should come to the podium. Don't approach the podium until vacated by previous speaker. Speak into the microphone, please, and identify yourself and provide your address for the record when you begin speaking. Address your comments, questions, and testimony to the committee. Limit your comments to 3 minutes. It is unnecessary to repeat testimony previously given by others. Citizens may address the committee on agenda items by responding to chair's call for speakers during discussion on each item and signing the speaker's log on the podium. All comments must be relevant to the item. The chair or presiding officer may, in his or her discretion, prohibit a person from addressing the committee and/or remove that person from the council chambers if that person commits any disorderly or disruptive behavior. Please see the agenda for more information about these requirements. If you parked in the Sheridan Walker parking garage north of John Rex Elementary School or the Arts District parking garage immediately south of City Hall, staff can provide a parking validation ticket to you. The agenda and documents are located at https://okc.primegov.com/public/portal. You would then select the Riverfront Design Committee meeting, then click on an agenda item, and the relevant documents will come up below the item. Mark, will you please call the roll?
Committee Chairman Postic.
Present.
Committee Member Dean.
Present.
Committee Member Howard.
Present.
Committee Member Templeton.
Present.
Committee Member Heisel. Committee Member Montoya. Committee Member Ramirez. We have a quorum.
Thank you. Agenda item number 2, approval of minutes, will be continued to the next meeting of this committee. Agenda item number 3, cases withdrawn, there are none. Agenda item number 4, continuance requests, there are none. Agenda item number 5 is the consent docket. We have one item. Do we need to discuss that item?
If someone wants to pull it for discussion, we can. This is for murals for the Barquet, and at the time it came through for approval, we knew they were coming back with some murals. And all the murals have gone to the Arts Commission and gotten a recommendation.
Understood. In that case, I would entertain a motion to approve the consent docket unless a committee member would like to pull this item for further discussion.
I'll make a motion to approve.
Thank you. Moved by Howard. Is there a second?
Second by Templeton.
Seconded by Templeton.
So when you voice your vote, don't forget to hit your button. Okay, we're getting better about that.
Still appreciate the coaching. And the item passes.
Thank you.
Agenda item number 6, cases for individual consideration. Item 6A, SRCA-22-00022 at 1325 South Central Avenue. Laura?
I'm sorry, I'm just in awe. This is now working. It's the first meeting since we had this, and I can see the screen. I don't have to walk over here to see it.
Technology.
So this is a project on a facility that has been there for a while. We have a whole line of warehousing type facilities in this area, and they're going to do a significant warehouse addition to increase their capability. From the street, you see this view of their concrete block building. It was quite an interesting day taking pictures. I had to put a vest on so that I didn't get run over by trucks. But there's a lot of activity going on. And it's actually, as you could tell from this view, it's actually fairly close to the river and it's next to the trail, but you can't see it from there. If you get out there on the trail, there's also a boat ramp just to the north. And it's across from Scheidler Elementary that some of you are familiar with, and unfortunately we've heard recently they're going to be due to structural issues, they've already removed some of the kids from the school, and it sounds like they're going to be closing the school. But that's a historic neighborhood school. It's directly across the street, and we have other warehousing businesses in that vicinity. So in the staff report, you didn't see any issues. A lot of times, if we don't have anything else for discussion, it doesn't go on consent, even though it probably should have. But if you have any questions for me, there's several things they're doing. They're enlarging the employee parking area. There's going to be an exit only from the employee parking area out onto the roadway. They currently have some bare chain link fence, but they've acknowledged that they can't do bare chain link fence. They have to do the manufacturer black or green coated, which is what's allowed in the Riverfront Design District. So if you have any questions for me, we do have a representative of the applicant here that could answer questions.
Before we acknowledge the representative for the applicant, are there any questions by committee members for city staff?
And obviously, staff is recommending approval of this project.
Thank you, Laura. Hearing none, would a representative from the applicant like to speak?
Good morning, Mark Zizzo with Johnson and Associates. I think Laura did a great job summing up the application. We're before you often, and it is not often that we have a staff report that does not recognize any issues or discussion points. So we'd be happy to answer any questions, but we would ask for your approval today.
Thank you, Mark. Are there any questions from committee members for the applicant? Hearing none, Laura?
You might ask if, even though we know there's not, you might ask if there's anyone else that wants to speak on this case.
Thank you. Would anyone else in attendance like to speak on this case? No? Okay. Change your mind, let me know. Are there any comments, questions, concerns from committee members? And if not, I would welcome a motion to approve this application.
I'd like to make a motion to approve the application on the basis that this project complies with the regulations and guidelines of the Scenic River Overlay Design District zoning ordinances as referenced in Section C of the staff report.
Thank you, whoever did that.
I'll second.
Thank
So we
you.
have a Templeton Dean.
Moved by Templeton, seconded by Dean. And the motion passes.
Thank you.
Thank you all. Agenda item number 7, other business. There is none. Item 8, communications. 8A, administrative approval report. There is none. 8B, comments from planning department staff. Laura?
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Thank you for being available today and taking my calls and emails yesterday as I was trying to confirm we had quorum. We got the packet out early, as you know, because of the holidays, and then I was worried everybody would forget, but you didn't.
Nonsense.
So thank you so much for that. I'll need to confirm in the next week whether or not we have items for your agenda, and I will reach out to you, and hopefully everybody will have safely made their way home by then, so that we don't have to rely just on the quorum.
Thank you.
I was just going to note, you might have noticed that this is not Desiree. Desiree has left us for a new position with the state of Oklahoma, or returned to an old position with the state. And we're happy for her to have that opportunity, but sad to have lost her. Keith Daniels will be starting in her position tomorrow, but Mark is covering the bases for us right now while Desiree's out.
Thank you so much, Mark. Item 8C, comments from committee members. Good to see you all again. Happy New Year. Item 8D, next meeting date. If there is a meeting, will be Thursday, February 2nd, 2023. New applications were to be submitted by staff by 4 p.m. January 3rd. So that is still shaking out, I
Well,
understand?
Yeah,
Getting there, understand.
okay.
Item number 9. With that, we'll adjourn the meeting. Thank you very much.